Welcome back to the New Jersey Morning Show. I'm Mike Cavetta along with Dina's Lisa Gonzar. Floss Stingle, the woman behind the iconic "Watch the Tram Car, Please" safety message heard on the Wildwood Boardwalk for decades, is suing the city and several organizations for using her voice without compensation. Stingle recorded the message in 1971 for then-boyfriend working for the Ramgosa family, who introduced the tram cars across U.S. cities. While she participated in promotional events and received free tram tickets, the lawsuit claims she was never adequately compensated despite the message becoming a globally recognized symbol.
Wow. The lawsuit demands financial compensation and an end to the unauthorized use of her voice. According to Stingel's legal team, her voice has been heard an estimated 80 billion times. Several organizations, including Maurice Piers and the Wildwood Historical Society, are named as defendants, though the city has declined to comment on the case. That is
I mean,
surprising. She got some free
it's
tram tickets.
surprising. I know, and to think that all she did was speaking to a recorder, kind of on the fly, helped out the boyfriend, and who
I
knew that
know,
all
but
these years later
she
it would be so
became an
popular.
iconic sound
Yeah.
piece. Wow,
Yep.
that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
It is. It is. Well, and Haddon Township has planned a line of Halloween activities and events that guarantees fun for all ages this spooky season. Here to tell us all about it is Mayor Randall W. Teague. Mayor, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Well, we're excited about this time of year. So tell us about some of the spooky events that you have coming up in your area.
We have a lot of spooky events. We have a week full of spooky events, and it starts this Friday night. We have Spooky Movie Night right in the middle of our downtown on Haddon Avenue in an area we call Haddon Square. And it's an open event space that we have lots of activities and events during the year. And the Adams Family will be playing on our big screen. And it starts at 6 o'clock. Gates open. The movie will start at 6:30, and we'll have activities there for the kids and so forth. And then the next day, which is this Saturday, and the weather's supposed to be perfect. The whole week is supposed to be perfect, so it'll be great to come out to Haddon Township for these events. And the next day, we start out from 2 to 10. We have Brews and Booze, and that's Booze, Boos, for Halloween, obviously. And it's a bar crawl on all of our bars along Haddon Avenue. It's free. Costumes are encouraged, not required. And we'll have a jitney. Well, the jitney will be at the Westmont Patco station to pick people up. We tend to get a lot of people from other towns coming to our events. At the same time, a little bit later, or same day, I should say, from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, we have Haunted Market on Haddon. And that's in that same, we call it the Haddon Square. And that will be some vendors that will be selling some Halloween decorations and crafts for you to purchase. We'll also have a beer garden there, and we'll have some activities for the kids as well.
Wow, Mayor.
And
So it
then
sounds like you got.
uh,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
we have a lot more. This is a whole week of
All
activities.
right, all right, we're down.
So then we roll into Wednesday night, which in the old days was called Mischief Night, but now it's the night before Halloween. And we'll have a magician, a magic show at the square on at 5 o'clock for the kids and families. And our big parade, Halloween parade, starts at 7:30, and that's sponsored by the Westmont Lions. And that's always a great event. We have lots of bands, we have lots of kids marching, and floats and so forth. It's a great night, and again, the weather's supposed to be perfect for it. The next day, obviously, is Halloween, and we'll have trick or treating that afternoon into early evening. And then we get to the following weekend, and on Saturday, we're having Day of the Dead market, night market, which will also have some activities for the kids, some vendors. I think we have a DJ that day, some hot chocolate, popcorn, and so forth. And followed up finally on Sunday at the Ritz Theater, which is actually on the White Horse Pike, which is still Haddon Township, is a show called Dracula. Very fitting for this time of year. So we got a lot going on in
Wow.
Haddon Township, and everybody's invited.
That is, Haddon Township sounds like the place to be for the next week. But this isn't just the first time you've been doing this. Over the last few years, these activities kind of have developed with these gatherings. And how does that play a significant role in the town's seasonal traditions?
Well, every season it seems like we do have an event, and they're just so popular. We keep trying to put more and more events together, and it really works out having this open space right in the middle of our downtown. And we can put a stage on this space. We have bands off in there. We have activities for the kids. Sometimes we'll have rides there, and it just brings out a lot of people to Haddon Avenue, to our downtown business district, and then they go to the restaurants and to the shops, and they see everything that we have to offer. And maybe the businesses do well that particular day or night when we have one of these events, but it brings people back to go to the restaurants, to go to the bars, and they see what a great town Haddon Avenue is, or what Haddon Township is, and what a great area that we have to come and enjoy a night or a day.
So Haddon Township is known for its tight-knit community feel. Do you think that all of these events help foster that?
Well, I do, because it brings out a lot of people, and we saw this post COVID. During COVID, everybody was inside their homes and not socializing so much. So we started to have some of these events, and we would have live music and outdoor events, and it was bringing people out, and you would see people that you hadn't seen in a long time. You would see families coming out. You would meet new people. You would see your neighbors. You would see maybe parents that you saw when your kids were in baseball or football that you hadn't seen in some time. So you really get to see those people and reconnect with those people that you haven't seen. And everything is family friendly. There's events for all ages, activities for all ages. So it really truly brings everybody out to our downtown.
And like you mentioned before, the small business owners that benefit from these community events, bringing people downtown into their shops, into their restaurants. What's some of the feedback that you've gotten from some of these small business owners about these community events and how they help their businesses?
Well, it's funny. Initially, there was some opposition to shutting down Haddon Avenue and having an event because it was going to impact their business negatively, that they wouldn't get people to come to their shops and restaurants and bars. And when we did our first event, they actually saw just the opposite. They had their busiest days and nights that they ever had. And then it became, when are we doing another one? And it's not only the impact for that particular day or night, as I said, where they're going to see an increase in business. It's also, we're bringing a lot of people from other towns and even Philadelphia that come to our downtown, a very walkable downtown, and they see some restaurants that they didn't know were there before, shops that they didn't know, and they're coming back to those shops and to our downtown. So it's great for the day of the event, and it's great for economic development for during the year as well.
Well, now that you've gotten us all excited, where can we learn more information about this full lineup of events?
Well, we have a website. It's called Shop Haddon, and you can go to that website. It has all these events on there. We do have a website for the town, haddontwp.com. That has some of this information as well. And if you can't find anything or you're interested in something else, feel free to call me or email me directly, and that's on the haddontwp.com website as well.
Well, Mayor Randall W. Teague, thank you so much for joining us on the New Jersey Morning Show. Good luck with all the festivities next week in Haddon Township. Should be a lot of fun for everyone.
Well, thank you, and hope to see both of you there as well as everybody else listening and watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
got to get our costumes ready.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I keep mentioning, hey Mike, you're gonna have to show me up. I think next week maybe the morning show. Come dressed up. That's Halloween, my challenge.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, coming up, we're gonna have more New Jersey Morning Show after this.